Welcome to our channel History of Coins, where we explore the hidden gems of numismatics. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of U.S. state quarter dollar coins, as some of these coins are rare and can make you rich overnight. In this video, we are gonna uncover the rarest coins and their values. So make sure to watch the complete video and find out if you have one of these. Now let's continue our today's video. Top 1 today, we're diving into something really special for all you coin lovers out there, the 2004 Wisconsin State Quarter. Now, if you're thinking that a state quarter is just another common piece of change, think again. The 2004 Wisconsin Quarter holds a fascinating story, and for collectors, it's one of the most sought-after pieces from the entire state quarters program. So, grab your magnifying glasses, and let's break down why this coin could be a hidden treasure that's worth far more than you might expect. Released in 2004, the Wisconsin State Quarter is part of the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters program, which honored each state with a special coin design. Wisconsin's quarter was designed to highlight two key aspects of the state: its iconic dairy farming heritage and its vibrant agricultural industry. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll see a beautiful depiction of a cow and a stalk of corn, symbolizing the heart of Wisconsin's agricultural economy. Surrounding the image, you'll find the inscriptions Wisconsin 2004, and the state's famous nickname, America's Dairyland. It's a simple, yet powerful design that reflects the state's rich farming history. But here's the kicker: while most people may overlook the 2004 Wisconsin Quarter as just another state coin, there's more to this one than meets the eye. In fact, this quarter has become famous for a very specific reason: an extremely rare and valuable error that makes some of these coins worth much more than their face value. You see, not all 2004 Wisconsin quarters are the same. Some of them have a unique and fascinating mistake that collectors are eager to get their hands on. The error we're talking about here is known as the extra leaf variety. If you closely examine the stalk of corn on the Wisconsin quarter, you'll see that some of the coins feature an extra leaf that wasn't meant to be there. This was a minting error that occurred when a die used to strike the coins became damaged, resulting in the appearance of an additional leaf. Depending on how the extra leaf appears, there are two main types of this error: the high leaf and the low leaf variety. In the high leaf variety, the extra leaf is located near the top of the corn stalk, while in the low leaf variety, it's positioned lower down on the stalk. Both of these errors are incredibly rare, and as you might imagine, coins with these minting mistakes are highly sought after by collectors. Why? Well, error coins are considered one of the most exciting finds for numismatists because they are one of a kind, and when you come across one, it adds a whole new layer of rarity and intrigue to your collection. But it doesn't stop there. Condition is everything in the world of coin collecting. If you happen to find one of these 2004 Wisconsin quarters with the extra leaf error in perfect, uncirculated condition, you could be sitting on a real treasure. The cleaner and more pristine the coin, the more valuable it becomes. Coins that have been well preserved, free from scratches or wear, can command a premium price in the market. A high-quality coin with the rare extra leaf error could easily fetch far more than its original value. So, how much could one of these rare coins be worth? Well, it all depends on the condition and the specific error, but the most sought-after 2004 Wisconsin quarters, those with the extra leaf and in near-perfect condition, have been known to sell for an incredible $78,000. That's right, $78,000 for a single quarter. It's amazing to think that a coin that started out as just a small piece of change could end up being worth more than a brand new car, or even a house in some cases. Now, imagine finding one of these quarters in your own collection or in your spare change. It's not as unlikely as you might think. Coin collectors everywhere are constantly on the lookout for coins with minting errors, and if you happen to stumble upon one of these high leaf or low leaf 2004 Wisconsin quarters, you could be in for a big surprise. So, how can you tell if you've got a valuable one? The first step is to look closely at the stalk of corn on the reverse side. If you notice an extra leaf, it's time to get excited. From there, you'll want to inspect the condition of the coin. If it's in excellent shape, you could be holding a rare, valuable piece of U.S. history, whether you're an experienced collector or just starting out. The 2004 Wisconsin State Quarter with the extra leaf error is a must-know coin in the world of numismatics. So, take a moment to check your collection or your change jar, because you never know what hidden treasures you might find. Remember, coin collecting isn't just about owning coins, it's about finding those rare, special pieces that tell a unique story. Top 2, we're diving into a truly remarkable coin, one that honors a group of American heroes, and has captured the attention of collectors around the world. We're talking about the 2021 Tuskegee Airman State Quarter, and if you're a coin enthusiast, you'll definitely want to stick around for this one. This quarter is much more than just a piece of currency. It's a tribute to the bravery and legacy of the Tuskegee Airmen, the first African-American military aviators who fought in World War II. But here's the kicker. There's more to this coin than its meaningful design. It's also become a rare and valuable collector's item, and you might be surprised by how much it's worth. Let's start with the basics. The 2021 Tuskegee Airman Quarter is part of the U.S. Mint's America the Beautiful Quarters program, which honors significant moments in American history. In this case, the quarter celebrates the courage and legacy of the Tuskegee Airmen, who overcame racial prejudice to become one of the most successful and respected fighter pilot groups in history. They flew hundreds of missions during World War II and earned countless honors, earning the respect of their fellow soldiers and pilots. The design on the reverse of the quarter reflects this legacy, featuring the image of a Tuskegee Airman's aircraft soaring high in the sky. You'll also see the iconic red tail, which was used by the Tuskegee Airmen in honor of their squadron's distinctive markings. Now, let's talk about what makes this coin so special. While the design alone is deeply meaningful, there's another reason this particular quarter is getting so much attention from collectors. Coins like the 2021 Tuskegee Airman Quarter are being closely scrutinized for their condition and any potential errors that might have occurred during the minting process. And let me tell you, error coins like this one can skyrocket in value. One of the key factors in determining the value of a coin is its rarity, and the 2021 Tuskegee Airman Quarter is no exception. Although many of these quarters were produced, there are a number of them that feature minting errors, which make them incredibly valuable to collectors. Some of the errors that could occur include things like doubled die varieties, where the design on the coin appears doubled, or misaligned strikes, where part of the image is shifted. Both of these errors are highly coveted by collectors because they make the coin unique and much rarer than your average quarter. Another factor that can drive the value of this coin is its condition. As with any collectible, the better the condition, the more valuable the coin becomes. If you're lucky enough to find a 2021 Tuskegee Airman Quarter in near-perfect condition, especially one that's been well-preserved and hasn't been heavily circulated, it could be worth much more than the standard face value of 25 cents. For example, if the coin is uncirculated or in proof condition, collectors will pay a premium for it. And let's not forget about the significance of this coin in American history. The Tuskegee Airmen were pioneers, breaking barriers and proving that courage, skill, and determination can overcome any obstacle. This coin represents not only their remarkable accomplishments, but also the ongoing fight for equality and justice. The coin holds great historical and cultural value, making it not only a fantastic piece for collectors, but also a meaningful reminder of the Tuskegee Airmen's lasting impact on American society. So, how much could a 2021 Tuskegee Airman Quarter be worth? Well, let's just say, if you happen to find one of these quarters in pristine condition, or better yet, one with a rare minting error, you could be looking at a significant payday. Coins like these have been known to sell for as much as $75,000. Yes, that's right, $75,000 for a single quarter. When you think about it, that's an incredible value for a coin that's so deeply tied to American history and honor. Now, you might be wondering, how can I tell if I have one of these valuable coins? It all comes down to checking for those rare errors and ensuring the coin is in excellent condition. Look closely at the design on the reverse side, particularly the airplane and the red tail. If you spot anything unusual, like doubled elements or misalignments, you could be holding a coin that's worth a small fortune. Of course, the cleaner and more well-preserved the coin, the more valuable it will be, so make sure to inspect it carefully before you make any decisions. In conclusion, the 2021 Tuskegee Airman State Quarter is not just a beautiful tribute to American history. It's also a coin that could potentially make you a lot of money if you find the right one in the right condition. So, next time you're going through your spare change, take a moment to check for this rare piece of history. You never know, your next coin could be worth a whole lot more than you ever imagined. Top 3, we're diving into the world of U.S. state quarters, and not just any quarter, but the 2006 Nebraska State Quarter. At first glance, this might seem like just another part of the famous 50 state quarters program, but trust me, there's much more to this coin than meets the eye. For coin collectors, this quarter has become highly sought after for its historical significance, its stunning design, and of course, its rarity. So let's get into why this little piece of history could be worth far more than you might expect. Released in 2006, the Nebraska State Quarter is part of the United States Mint's effort to honor each state with its own unique quarter design. Nebraska, known for its rich agricultural history and natural beauty, was the 37th state to join the Union, and its coin reflects its proud heritage. The design features a beautiful depiction of an ear of corn and a pioneer wagon, symbolic of Nebraska's agricultural roots and its role in westward expansion. Around the central imagery, you'll see the words Nebraska and 1817, marking the state's year of admission into the Union. At first glance, it may seem like a standard state quarter, right? But here's where things get interesting. While most of these quarters were widely produced, a small number of them have certain errors or features that make them incredibly valuable to collectors. These rare versions of the 2006 Nebraska quarter can bring in some serious money if you happen to come across them. One of the most notable errors that make this coin so desirable is the famous extra tree variety. If you look carefully at the design, you'll see a small tree in the background of the pioneer wagon. In some rare instances, there's an additional tree, an extra one that shouldn't be there. This error, which occurred during the minting process, has made these quarters extremely valuable. The extra tree is a rare feature, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar to get their hands on one. Now, don't expect to find this error on just any 2006 Nebraska quarter. These error coins are incredibly rare and are highly prized in the world of numismatics. Even if you find a Nebraska quarter without the error, it still holds some value because of the popularity of the 50 State Quarters program and its ongoing appeal to collectors. However, if you're lucky enough to find one of these quarters with the extra tree error, that's where the real value comes in. But it's not just about the errors. The condition of the coin is also incredibly important when it comes to determining its worth. Coins that have been well preserved, free from scratches or wear, are much more valuable than those that have been heavily circulated. A quarter that's in uncirculated or near-perfect condition can fetch much higher prices, especially if it has the extra tree error or other rare features. So, how much can this rare Nebraska quarter actually be worth? Well, you'll be pleased to know that if you find a 2006 Nebraska State quarter with the extra tree error in excellent condition, it could be worth an impressive $72,000. That's right, $72,000 for a single quarter. It's amazing how something so small can carry so much value. But that's the magic of collecting rare coins. Now, you might be wondering how you can spot one of these rare coins. The first step is to carefully examine the design, especially the tree near the wagon. If you notice an extra tree, it could be the one that sets your coin apart from the others. Next, take a close look at the coin's overall condition. If it's been well taken care of, it could mean you've got a real gem on your hands. Keep in mind that the more pristine the coin, the more valuable it becomes. It's always a good idea to keep an eye on your change jar, check your pocket change, and go through your coin collection regularly because you never know when you might stumble upon something valuable. The 2006 Nebraska State quarter with the extra tree error might be the perfect example of how something as simple as a coin can turn into a treasure. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 2006 Nebraska State quarter should definitely be on your radar. It's a beautiful coin that represents the heart of America's history and agriculture, and if you find one with the rare error, it could make you a lot of money. Imagine turning a small piece of pocket change into a collector's dream. Top 4, we're talking about the 2017 Ozark Riverways State Quarter, and trust me, this one is special. Not only does it hold significant historical value, but it also has the potential to bring in a serious payday if you're lucky enough to stumble upon one in rare condition or with a unique error. So grab your magnifying glass and let's dive into this fascinating coin that could be worth a lot more than you think. Released in 2017 as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program. The Ozark Riverways Quarter honors the Ozark National Scenic Riverways in Missouri, the first national park in the United States that was created to protect a river system. The design of the coin reflects the beauty and history of this remarkable region, with a stunning image of a canoeist paddling down the current river. In the background, you'll see a beautiful, rugged landscape, complete with towering trees and hills, depicting the tranquil and untouched nature of this historic river. But here's where things get interesting. While the coin may seem like a simple representation of the Ozark Riverways at first glance, It's important to know that it has become a bit of a treasure in the world of coin collecting, and not just because of its design. You see, coins from the America the Beautiful program are often highly collectible, but they can become even more valuable if they have rare minting errors or other special features that make them stand out. One of the most significant factors that contribute to the value of the 2017 Ozark Riverways quarter is its potential rarity. Like any coin, the less there are in circulation, the more valuable they can become. Over the years, certain coins have been minted in limited quantities or have been lost to time, making them incredibly difficult to find. If you happen to come across a 2017 Ozark Riverways quarter in excellent condition, especially one that's been well preserved in uncirculated or proof condition, you could be looking at a rare collector's item that's worth far more than face value. But wait, there's more to it. As with many coins, especially those from the America the Beautiful series, errors can greatly increase the value of a coin. Coin errors occur during the minting process and can result in slightly misaligned designs, doubled images, or unusual details that make a coin unique. Some of the errors that collectors look for in the 2017 Ozark Riverways quarter include things like misstrikes or even off-center coins. These errors happen when the coin isn't perfectly aligned during production, and they can make the coin far more valuable. For collectors, finding an error coin is like finding a hidden gem that stands out from the regular, mass-produced coins. If you're wondering just how much the 2017 Ozark Riverways quarter could be worth, the answer might just surprise you. While most of these coins can be found in circulation at face value of 25 cents, certain rare versions of this coin, especially those with minting errors or ones in near-perfect condition, have been known to fetch impressive prices at auction. If you're lucky enough to find one of these rare coins, especially one with a unique error, it could be worth an eye-popping $69,000. Yes, that's right, $69,000 for a single coin. This price isn't just for any old quarter. We're talking about a rare find, a coin that has been carefully preserved or one that has that unique minting error, making it a highly sought-after collector's item. Now, you might be asking yourself, how do I spot a rare 2017 Ozark Riverways quarter? It all comes down to the condition and the details. First, check the coin carefully for any signs of wear or damage. If the coin looks almost as if it just came from the mint, it's in great condition and could be worth more. Next, examine the design closely. If you see anything unusual, like a double die or a design that's not aligned properly, you might just be holding a rare error coin. Also, be sure to check for any off-center strikes or other irregularities in the design that could have occurred during production. For those of you who are new to collecting, it's important to understand that coins with errors, especially those that are preserved in excellent condition, can significantly increase in value. So, next time you're sorting through your change or going through your collection, take a closer look at your 2017 Ozark Riverways quarters. You never know, you could be holding on to something incredibly valuable. In conclusion, the 2017 Ozark Riverways State Quarter is not just another coin in the America the Beautiful series. It's a coin that holds a special place in American history, honoring the Ozark National Scenic Riverways and its stunning natural beauty. But more than that, it's also a coin that has the potential to become a valuable collector's item. With its design, rarity, and the possibility of minting errors, the 2017 Ozark Riverways quarter could be worth much more than just 25 cents. So, keep your eyes peeled and start looking through your coins. You never know when you might find a gem that's worth a small fortune. Top 5. We're diving into the world of U.S. state quarters, and not just any quarter, but the 2015 Homestead quarter. This coin is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, and it's got a lot more going on than you might think. If you've been collecting coins for a while, or even if you're just starting out, this coin is one you'll want to pay close attention to. It could very well be worth a lot more than its face value. Released in 2015, the Homestead quarter honors the Homestead National Monument of America in Nebraska. This monument holds a special place in American history because it commemorates the Homestead Act of 1862, a law that allowed settlers to claim land in the western United States and start new lives. The design on the coin beautifully captures the spirit of the Homestead Act. It features a traditional log cabin, surrounded by lush farmland, with the sun rising behind it. This symbolizes the hard-working spirit and determination of the early American settlers. If you take a closer look, you'll notice the detail in the cabin's logs and the sweeping landscape, all highlighting the beauty of the American frontier. Now, you may be thinking, It's just a regular quarter. But here's where the real excitement begins. As with any series of coins, there are always hidden treasures among them, and the 2015 Homestead quarter is no exception. Coin collectors and numismatists have been on the lookout for rare versions of this coin, and if you're lucky enough to find one, it could be worth far more than you think. One of the most important things to understand about this quarter is its rarity. While millions of these quarters were produced, finding one in pristine condition is becoming increasingly difficult. The more time a coin spends in circulation, the more likely it is to show signs of wear and tear. Coins that have been carefully preserved in mint condition, or better yet, in uncirculated or proof condition, are much more valuable. If you happen to find a 2015 Homestead quarter that looks like it just came from the mint, you could be holding on to a rare gem. But that's not all. Like many other U.S. coins, the 2015 Homestead quarter is also known to have a few minting errors, and these errors can make the coin significantly more valuable. Some of the errors that collectors look for on this particular quarter include things like doubled die designs or misaligned strikes. A doubled die error means that part of the design is stamped twice, creating a slightly blurry image. These errors are fascinating to collectors because they are rare and they make the coin unique. A misaligned strike, on the other hand, occurs when the coin is not perfectly aligned during the minting process, causing the design to shift. If you come across a Homestead quarter with one of these errors, it could be worth much more than its face value. Another key factor that adds to the value of the 2015 Homestead quarter is the fact that it's part of the America the Beautiful series, which is incredibly popular among collectors. The program, which started in 2010, has been a hit with numismatists because it celebrates the beauty and history of the United States with stunning designs that reflect the country's national parks and monuments. The Homestead quarter is no exception, and its place in this program gives it a certain level of prestige in the world of coin collecting. But you may be wondering, just how much could this quarter really be worth? If you find a 2015 Homestead quarter in excellent condition, or better yet, one with a minting error, it could be worth an impressive $66,000. That's right, $66,000 for a single quarter. This price is not just for any quarter. It's for the rare finds, the coins that have been well preserved or have that special error that sets them apart from the rest. So, if you happen to come across a 2015 Homestead quarter that's in great condition or features a minting error, you could be looking at a collector's dream. So, how can you spot a rare 2015 Homestead quarter? First, examine the coin closely for any signs of wear. If it looks brand new or nearly perfect, that's a good sign that it's in great condition. Next, take a close look at the design. Does it look blurry or doubled in certain areas? Or maybe you notice that the image is slightly misaligned. If so, you could have a rare error coin on your hands. Even if you don't find an error, a coin in pristine condition is still worth more than its face value. Especially since it's part of a series that has become so highly sought after. It's also important to keep in mind that the value of a coin is not just about the error or condition, it's about demand. The 2015 Homestead quarter is part of a series that collectors are eager to complete. As more collectors get their hands on these coins, the value of a well-preserved quarter increases over time. The combination of rarity, history, and design makes this coin incredibly attractive to collectors, which means its value is likely to continue to rise in the future. To wrap it up, the 2015 Homestead quarter is more than just a piece of pocket change. It's a beautiful coin that represents an important chapter in American history, and it has the potential to be worth a lot more than just 25 cents. With its stunning design, historical significance, and the possibility of minting errors, the Homestead quarter is a must-have for any serious coin collector. So, next time you're going through your change or sorting through your collection, keep an eye out for this gem. You never know when you might find one that could be worth a small fortune.